Welcome to our promotional video exploring the concepts behind #OurBelfast. They are generic and can be applied to #OurEdinburgh, #OurLiverpool, #OurLondon, #OurCity.
You've already met my colleague Adele Murdoch, teacher of geography. I'm David Graham, teacher of history at the Royal School Armagh. #OurBelfast represents a working model. It shows the processes behind the current changes in our UK cities. Industrialisation at the beginning of the 20th century, the demographic changes and later day migrations due to the First and Second World Wars, and then deindustrialisation and the then necessary regrowth and rebirth. But it also shows the ever-changing faces of our urban living spaces. We hope that you enjoy a quick glimpse of #OurBelfast.
#OurBelfast! Yay!
Okay, so you can see the camera begins here looking at Carrickfergus to the west or to the left of our screen. This is where the planters, James I sent over British citizens to plant in the west of Ulster in the early 1600s. In fact, the Royal School Armagh was one of the byproducts of that plantation. At the same port in Carrickfergus, King William of Orange arrived in 1689 and fought the Battle of the Boyne, walked through Belfast and walked to the east coast of Ireland and fought the Battle of the Boyne in 1690. We then see, obviously in the city itself, where thousands of Belfast men went in 1916 and fought at the Battle of the Somme, losing 20,000 men on the 1st of July 1916 alone. Then during the Second World War, the city was blitzed by Nazi planes, and obviously led to a great change within the city, the dynamic of the city centre. And obviously, as we know, the Troubles lasted for over 30 years, beginning in 1969, but now we can see, as we scan over the whole city, the changes are there for all to see. We live in a more peaceful society where the economy has now improved, and life is so much better for people within Belfast.
You can clearly see the geography of the history, so the location. You can see where it comes into Carrickfergus, the coastal route. If you follow around along the coastal line, you see the suburbs giving into the CBD, and then out to as far as the Lava Plateau and out around into the industrial heartland of Belfast. Following the land use models of Burgess, you can clearly see the CBD, the inner city, and out into the suburbs. And then further on out, we finish off at Lisburn.
So obviously, as you can see, we're standing beside a statue of three shipyard workers, celebrating the effect of which shipbuilding had in the east part of the city. Harland and Wolff, as you can see the two cranes behind us, Samson and Goliath. Harland and Wolff was the company that built the Titanic. At its height, Harland and Wolff employed over 15,000 men. And obviously, shipbuilding had a huge economic positive effect on the city of Belfast. However, after the Second World War, obviously shipbuilding and the dynamic of Belfast changed industrially. But as we can see, as we move into the 2000s, there's a clear difference in this area, and we can see positive changes are for all to see.
This is our area of redevelopment and regeneration. Titanic Quarter Limited have a clear aim. They want to create an area where people can live and work and play. This is true sustainability, where we meet the needs of today without compromising the needs of future generations. Building on a brownfield site, so saving our greenfield sites, 5,500 apartments, hotels, shops, offices, all to be built in the one area. The CBD will be extended. There'll be a rapid transport system to take from the inner city straight into the heart of Belfast, into the CBD.
Obviously, you can see behind us the Crumlin Road Courthouse. This courthouse was packed to the rafters during the Troubles, where men have been brought in literally on a daily basis, and diplock courts would have been set up, so basically courts without a jury, so people could be charged in terrorist offences. Then as we look on the other side of the road, you will see the jail, which has been clearly redeveloped. But Obviously, between the courthouse and the jail there is a tunnel in which inmates were once tried and convicted were taken down under the road and through into the jail, and obviously the tunnel was attacked on a number of occasions and bombs exploded trying to free a prisoner, which actually happened on a number of occasions.
And here on the other side of the road we have the jail, which today has been gentrified and redeveloped into a tourist attraction for both locals and our new booming tourist industry. For a small fee you can enter and visit through the jail. On the other side as well we have new housing showing inner city regeneration and redevelopment.
As you can see behind us, this is a mural remembering rather than celebrating the summer of '69, in which Belfast literally went up in smoke, the official beginning of the Troubles in July and August of 1969. And in particular, as you can see, it affected working class areas and affected people of all ages. In fact, in the Troubles, 3,530 people died, with over 50,000 being injured, and this has had a direct effect on the society we live in today.
And just around the corner we have the evidence of redevelopment. So rows and rows of terraced housing are being knocked down and the whole area is being rebuilt with better inner city housing being provided.
So obviously folks, we're in a memorial garden in the Shankill Road in Belfast. This area is remembering not just men who gave their lives in the First and Second World Wars, but also people who died in the conflict during the Troubles from 1969 through to the mid-90s. Behind us you will see a memorial as well to the Frizzell's chip shop bomb, where in 1993 the IRA planted a bomb and 9 people lost their lives in August of that year. You also see as well, in particular, this area is prevalent because in World War I, 760 men left this area, the Shankill area, to go to the theatre of war in France. Only 76 returned. And remembrance is a key area in Belfast because I think Britain, historians would almost say that Britain owed Ulster its right to be part of Great Britain after how many men had given their lives in the First World War. We are currently on the Royalist Shankill Road, and to our right, on the other side of this wall, we are at the Republican Falls Road. On this side, people are unionists, people are very keen to be part of Great Britain. But on this side of the road, on the other side of the road, people want an independence from Great Britain and want separation. They will likely be Catholic. There are 48 of these walls in Northern Ireland today, and even though we live in a peaceful society, even though these people live together, there's a 25-foot wall that is separating them.
One benefit of the redevelopment and the regeneration is tourism, which is now a booming industry within all of Northern Ireland. We have cruise ships and more flights entering both our airports every day. An example?
I want to give my full support to the idea of the hashtag Our Belfast project. I think it's excellent. We need to ensure that the young people growing up in Northern Ireland today know about the history, the context of events that have happened, that have brought us to this place, the enormous changes that have taken place, the enormous opportunities for the future. And it's very, very important that our younger generation know and understand how we've got to this place, what it means today, and can put the present and the future into its right and proper context. So I really do hope that this project, which I believe is very exciting, very innovative, is able to make the progress that it deserves, and it is my full support.
Okay folks, you can just see that we're standing outside Northern Ireland's Assembly in Stormont Gardens. You can see behind us the statue of Edward Carson, who's seen as the forefather of unionism and basically set up the fight against Home Rule in 1912. This parliament was set up basically as a Protestant parliament for a Protestant people in 1920. But now you can see that we've got a power-sharing assembly with 108 MLAs from a range of almost 10 parties.
I want to endorse hashtag Our Belfast. It seems to me to be a very innovative programme which will draw together threads which probably haven't been adequately examined together before. and I wish and commend those who have undertaken this every success.
As a historian, I believe #OurBelfast is a superb concept. It allows us to explore our capital city and analyse key historical events. Moreover, it can be applied at Key Stage 3, GCSE and beyond.
As a geographer, #OurBelfast allows us to explore key concepts of redevelopment within our country and further afield. We study geography at Key Stages 3, 4 and 5.
We have identified a real and true need within the school curriculum for #OurBelfast.
We also believe that this project is essential to advancing our own professional development, and we hope that you take this video into consideration and have enjoyed the last 10 minutes.
#OurBelfast! Yay!